Well, let's try and put these little muffin cups to see how they work out. Last time I showed you how to take these out of the muffin thing for the Stanley Cook Cup. We've got some blueberry mix here, muffin mix, and it takes like half a cup of water in there. So your Stanley Cup has increments here, and 8 ounces a whole cup. So you can see that from the inside. So we'll put half a cup of water in here. Use that to mix it up, but we don't want the stuff in here. I was just going to try and mix it in the bag, but I'm not sure if that'll work. So I got this GSI mug here. We'll mix it up in there. I got this little landscape fabric staple set on the stove here, just to prevent the Stanley from rolling over on it. But we'll see how this goes. Of course, we're not going to be able to do it all, but we'll see what happens here. This cake mix, or this blueberry mix, you know, to pick them up at the dollar store. For $1 a pack. It didn't take long to mix that up, eh? I don't have any grease to grease the pan, so I'm hoping we'll have to try that. Try it without the pan being greased. There we go. Burn is going here. Pour some mix, half a cup in there. I'll pour half in this one. Then we'll put this in here. It just kind of sits in there. Make it perpendicular with the lid here, and I'll put the lid on with the vent holes to the top. I'll leave my little green tab up here, but if you're going to do that and you're one of the guys that took your tab off to put a key ring on, you're out of luck, I guess. That'll just kind of hold that lid on, and we'll sit here and we'll let her cook. See if that gets hot enough. I'll bring you back when we get close to the end. Talk to you later. It's only been about 10 minutes, and might have had this thing cranked up a little too high. She's smoking like crazy out of there. I'm going to turn it down. I think it said 15 minutes or something. 16 to 20 minutes. So if this one doesn't work, I'll try the other one. I'll just keep the heat down a little bit. take a little bit of getting used to the setting there. You know, watch these things because they get pretty hot, so we'll just see what's. Oh, she might be cooked around the. Doesn't look too bad in there. Just keep the heat on it for a few more minutes. She was smoking pretty good there, so. Picked one of these little pot holders up. I think it's a Kuglins or whatever, Colgans. But maybe I'll try that to pull that little muffin tin out of there. Let's see how she's turning out. Just hook around there. Yeah, she's a little overcooked. See, she's burnt around the sides there. I think we just had the heat cranked up a little too high. So we'll stick this other one in and see how that one will turn out. We'll leave the heat down a little bit more and we'll bring you back then. Put the lid back in here. That little landscape staple holds that on there pretty good. So I guess we'll bring you back when we got this one cooked, or close to it. I think it's almost been like 15 minutes, so we'll take a peek at this thing. And the other one was pretty much burnt around the outside. Well, that's not even hot there. This one actually, after I shut the camera off, I spilled it. Wasn't sure how much went out. But it didn't turn out too bad inside. The stuff that spilt is pretty much... Oh, I should probably stay in there for a few more minutes, I think. I turned the heat right down on it. So if you were just cooking before, every a few more minutes. But this one here, you can see she's all baked around, like burnt right around the outside, but the inside here is turned out pretty good. Could have been a little bit longer, but you can see on these spots right here where it's sitting contacting inside the pan, and that's where she got the blackest. Probably would have been better if you greased the pan too, but what's campfire food unless it's not burnt, right? First time. I don't consider it a failure. I consider it a learning experience. I'll give her another minute or two and pull her out. All that smoke could be from when the thing fell off the burner. Some of the batter spilled inside, so that's what it was originally. When I had the heat cranked right up on the first one, smoke was pouring out like that. But you can see we got it a little black, but might have to chip it out when I clean out that pot though. These butane burners, it doesn't take much here to get that heat going in there. Well, let's see how that works. A little pot thing. Oh, she's starting to burn there. But yeah, you can see that she's pretty black in there now from all the stuff that spilt. But just make sure you don't try and pick that thing up or touch it, because she is hot. And same with the cup inside. When you first pull it out, she'd be pretty hot. So yeah, probably would have worked better if I'd greased the pans, but that one didn't turn out too bad. Tastes pretty good. Well, try her out. If you have any ideas, drop me a line.